this pattern calls for a multiple of 3 plus 1, and it says you can chain 124, but if you want to make it smaller or larger, then do the 3 plus 1. So I'm just going to make a really small sample, and it says it says double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and then double crochet all the way across. So let's see, 3rd chain. Maybe this one right here. And I'm going into the back of the chain. So it has a nicer or a cleaner edge. Oops, I didn't do the double crochet. So just continue to do all the double crochet until the end. So I'm on the last stitch or last chain, and I'm going to change colors. You can do so as well or keep the same. Really don't know how it's going to look like, but anyway. So the next is really easy. So row number 2, you're going to chain 1, and then in this same in this same space, this one right here, you're going to do a single crochet. Oops. And just pull on the yarn if it comes too loose. Sorry. Okay. And it's really easy because you're just going to single crochet all the way across. And that's row number 2. So here. You can just pull on the yarn if you change colors just to... Okay, so just single crochet all the way across. So at the end of row 2, just don't forget to single crochet in this very last stitch, which from the below row. And I do apologize for any background noise. Daughter's playing around and she's screaming over there. Okay, so row 3, and I'm going to change colors again. So when you do that, you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to just go into the stitch and then have 2 loops there. Now, I'm not going to, because this is a sample, I'm not going to weave in any ends, which is so lovely. You know what? Let me see. I'm going to put a pink here, just right around. Yeah, it's so lovely because I don't have to weave in the ends. I know on some tutorials, they say that you can crochet, if you leave the tail, and then you can crochet, like you put your tail here, and you crochet above it. My opinion is that it's not secure because it can get loose. So if you're going to have these, you need to sew them in, the ends. It's the best way to secure it because the blanket will be fine, but once it gets washed, that washing machine's going to turn that blanket, every which way, and that stitch can get loose. And if one stitch gets loose, your whole project is going to be it's just going to come apart. So that's just my recommendation. Sew in the ends. Take the time to do it because you don't want, especially if it's a gift. If it's your blanket, that's fine, but if it's a gift, you don't want to have that person pull out the blanket out of the washer and it's all completely undone. So just a suggestion. Okay, so this is row number 3. And usually when I'm making a project, I actually leave a very, very long tail because I don't, it's just easier to weave in. But since I'm not doing that, I just, I'm not worrying about it. So row 3, it says chain 2. And it says double crochet in the first 2 sets. So it says the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So let me do this. I would say chain 1 and then do, okay, so you're going to double crochet in this first space right here, this first stitch right here. I would do chain 1 instead of chain 2 because it will be edge will be, what do you call it? It will be more godly. The edge will be nice and straight. So it says discern the first 2 stitches, chain 1, skip next stitch, double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So chain 1, double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then repeat across. So you're going to chain 1 again, and then skip next stitch. Okay, so skip this one, and then 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. Okay, that's pretty easy enough. Chain 1, skip 1, the next 2 stitches. So that's it right here. So again, chain 1, skip 1, and then the next 2. My daughter, she says she's playing around with my husband and she's just screaming and laughing. So I do apologize for any background noise. She says I can't help it if you have a, it's just the way it is. I have dogs too that bark all the time, so it's kind of hard to do these tutorials, but anyway. So just continue and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, at the end of row 3, and you should escape. Oh, excuse me. You should skip this one and do the 2 double crochets in the last 2 stitches, which matches what you did at the beginning for this. Okay. So next, I'm going to change colors again. So let me just go back here. I'm really having fun with changing colors because I have to weave in the ends. Although doing this is really, it's a really nice blanket if you change colors. It's just a little bit more work, but, and I have made blankets with every other color. Changing it just really pretty. I'll take the time. Okay, so row number 3. So we're on row number 4, which is really easy. Just going to attach your new yarn if that's what you want to do. If not, continue. And then it says to chain 1 and single crochet in the first and then all across. So this is going to be just a single crochet all across. You can just tighten the yarn. Let me see. Okay, so I just single crochet and then all across. That's row 4, and then just do that. me see something here. Yeah, just all across. It doesn't say in the spaces. Okay, because there is no. Okay. Yeah, so just single crochet all the way across. Like that. But actually, no. Sorry. If there is a chain 1, okay, which I didn't do here. See here at the end? I didn't chain 1. So then no, here you go. Okay. And you're going to, there you go. So chain 1. And it says to single crochet all the way across. So if there's a chain 1, see, this is where it doesn't say chain 1. Into first stitch and in each stitch across 122 sets. Okay. So you're going to single crochet in each stitch. All the way across. So this is a chain 1, counts the stitch, should just go in the space and crochet all the way across like this. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, finishing up row 3. No, row 4, sorry, row 4. So you're going to do your single crochet, last single crochet, and I'm not going to change colors. I'm going to go ahead and go on to row 5. So it says to chain, I'm going to chain 1. The chain 1. And then double crochet in the first set into each set across. So you're just going to double crochet all the way across. And then we're going to repeat rows 2 to 5. If you have a hard time like me, I get distracted a lot here. So what I do is I have to repeat rows. So I'll write down the rows. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do this. And then as I go, I mark off the rows that I'm working on because if you have good memory, it's not a problem, but I don't. So I'm working on a row and then I get sidetracked for hours sometimes because something comes up and then I don't know where I am, or I'm trying to figure out. So the best way for me to do it is just to, keep track like this. Sorry, I got interrupted by one of my doggies. Came into my office. Okay, so just continue your double crochet all the way across to the end, and then we're going to start with row 2, which is going to be this one, and then repeat. So I'll go and let you get started. I'll help you get started on the row 2, 3, and 4, 5, and then just continue, and then I'll just I'll finish this sample, and then we'll do a really nice border for it. Okay, so end of row 5. I'm going to change color. So I guess without knowing, the pattern is going to be, this color is going to be row number 2, 3, 4, and it's going to repeat. This is number 2. I repeat this is row number 5. So I'm going to repeat row number 2, which is a single crochet all the way across. And this color, and then this color, do row 3, which is your double crochet in the first space, and in the second space, skip 1, and then 2, skip 1, then 2. So that's it for the pattern. So I'm gonna finish, I mentioned, I guess before, I'm gonna finish this sample. And then I'll come back in the border. So once you reach the desired length, you're gonna end in row 5. So let's go ahead and do the border. Going to my slip knot. And I'm gonna do a half double crochet border for the first round. So normally I just attach the yarn like this, and I'll just do one chain. So go ahead and do your half double crochets. Here's a corner already. So just do 3 half double crochets in each corner. Oh, I'm not doing half double crochets, I'm doing double crochets. Okay. Sorry, my daughter came into the office. Okay, so then you're gonna do your three half double crochets in the corner. And then you're going to just go along the side. Of course, I didn't weave in any of my ends. There's no need, because I'm not, this is just a sample, so, but it's annoying though. So just go around more or less where you think the half double crochets need to go. Let me do one here. Oh, this is so annoying with all these ends in here. Okay. And I guess I'm gonna go here in this space here. Just space it out evenly, as evenly as you can. Then I guess I'm gonna go into here, and then here. Well, it's not, see, it's too spaced out, so it's missing one here, so I'm gonna go in here. So it's a little bit challenging sometimes, depending on the stitch. I don't recommend, you can crochet over the ends. I recommend you weave in the ends, because the stitch can come apart, especially if you're gonna wash the blanket. When you wash the blanket, it goes all over the place, so it can come apart. So just to be on the safe side, I recommend definitely weaving in the ends to secure them. So I'm going to continue as best as I can to space out the double crochets to where it's not going to ruffle or going to, you know, go like this. Not too tight, not too loose. So once you're I'm finished, I'll come back and then show you the first part of the border. Okay, so once you finish with your sorry, trying to lay it flat. With the first round of the half double crochet, just go ahead and join. I'm gonna join it like this. So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna chain up 3 in the same space. You're gonna do a half double crochet. I mean a double crochet. And then in the next space, you're gonna do 2 double crochets. And then the next 2 double crochets. And you're gonna do that. You're gonna do 2 double crochets in each space. And it's gonna get a nice wavy look. Then we'll come back and finish. It's gonna take 2 rounds of the double crochet. But instead of doing, on the second round, instead of doing 2 double crochets in the space, you just do in one each. So I'll show you that, but go ahead and do maybe 2 double crochets in each stitch. I really like this yarn. This is Red Heart with Love yarn, and it's really nice to crochet with. It doesn't split. It's nice and smooth. I actually recommend this yarn for beginners when you're learning how to crochet. It's easy to crochet with. Use like Red Heart. Red Heart does tend to split. Burnett Super Valued as well. So the best one would be with Love. So just go ahead and continue, and I'll meet you back over here. Okay, so ready for round number 2. So you're just going to attach the yarn on top of the chain 3. Slip stitch, chain up 3, and then go to the next stitch right here and just double crochet and double crochet in each double crochet. So the first round was 2 in each stitch, and this is 1 in each stitch. And then once we're finished with that, I'm going to show you, you can leave it like this, but I'm going to show you really nice, another way to make this pop out, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, just double crochet in each stitch. Don't do just 1 in each stitch. You don't want to do 2, just 1 in each stitch. And I'll see you to go to the next and last round of the border. Okay, so finishing up the last round, so just go ahead and just attach your yarn to the top of the chain 3, and of course fasten off. Okay, so you can attach this. I'm going to use a contrast color so it you can see it, and actually I would recommend a contrast color. So I'm just going to attach this yarn wherever, doesn't matter. I like to do it with a little knot. Then, let me see. You're going to go ahead and bring the yarn through here. Then you're going to slip stitch all the way across. So slip stitch. There you go. And as you can see, it gives us a really nice edge. And that's optional. I mean, you can just leave it. If you want to do just 1 row of the double crochet, that's fine. If you want to do 2 rows, and if you want to do this, I just think it looks really nice, especially with a contrast color. Do like a white. This yarn is not really white. It's called eggshell. Yeah, it's the. But see, and it gives us a little really nice, a nice edge, you know, and it stands out because of the contrast color. Just do that all around, and that's it. So, I mean, depending on the length of your the width and the length, it's, you know, depending on how long it's going to take to do this, but it's really fast. Sorry, guys, I'm too close to the... But anyway. Oops. Okay, so that's how it would look. I think this is too close. There you go. So that's how it would look. So that's it. That's the pattern. That's the border. Please let me know. Please email me with any questions. And I hope you learned something new today, and thank you for watching.